I squail everyone, and the pay Jessica, I quanasilum namatana quail. Good afternoon, it's me Jessica, and it's so good to see you all today. Today I'm here to talk to you about a special day that's happening this Sunday. This Sunday, June the 21st, is National Indigenous Peoples Day here in Canada. This is a day for all Canadians to come together and to celebrate the unique heritage and diverse cultures and outstanding contributions of the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people here in Canada. Normally, we would all be able to get together and celebrate this day. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we're unable to do that this year. But I wanted to share with you my favorite story to read on this special day, and I have some activities to go along with it as well. The story that I'm going to read today is called The 6 Cedar Trees. It's by Margot, Landahl, and Christine Aleck. I love this story because it's a nice Coast Salish story. There is a peacefulness that calms the spirit in the early hours of dawn. Eagle knew it well. Our Hul'qumi'num word for eagle is Yakwale. For sun reminded him each morning that today promised a new beginning. As sun made its way above the mountain's peak, Yakwale took flight, soaring high above the delta and greeting the day. Ait squail, sun! Today is a great day. Yakwale could see the river to the north, where each year his ancestors would gather to find salmon, determined to make their way home. To the south, Yakwale looked upon the mud flats, home to the crabs, clam, and heron. These mud flats were once places of abundance and are places of great beauty today. On this particular morning, as wise Yakwale set out in the early light, he felt drawn to the energy of a tiny school below. He heard a whisper calling him close. As he soared overhead, Yakwale heard tiny voices. He swooped down to take a closer look and wondered, what stories live here in this special place? Wise Yakwale flew over the building, drawn by the voices, to a tall grove of cedar trees nestled in the back. Now our Hul'qumi'num word for cedar trees is Hul'qumi'num. Hul'qumi'num. They whispered of great lessons to be learned, the wind whispered. There's our pictures. For a long time, wise Yakwale sat quietly among the 6 cedar trees. Each tree had a story to tell. With an open heart and a calm mind, Yakwale listened to their message. The cedar trees stood tall and proud like Yakwale. They whispered of times long past when the cedar tree provided much for the people of this land, when bear once picked berries in the bog and salmon made his way among many up the river. The 6 trees whispered of a great lesson to be learned. There are some who think man the wisest of creatures, and those who know nature to be the best teacher. Wise Yakwale turned to the first tree. Calm and quiet, he listened to the story. It was Wolf. Wolf in Hul'qumi'num is Stakaya. Stakaya is a great communicator. Stakaya reminds us to listen to each other and to work together as a team. Stakaya helps us understand that each member of the pack is important and has a role to play for the greater good. Stakaya reminds us that strength comes from cooperating, listening with respect, and sharing ideas. Haichka Stakaya, said wise Yakwale, you are a great communicator. As wise Yakwale turned to the second tree, sun peeked through the treetops. Raven, Spall, Raven's spirit called from above. Spall is a creative thinker. There is no problem Spall can't solve without a little imagination. When faced with a challenge, he does not give up but looks for new ways to achieve his goal. Spall is innovative. When we feel like we've run out of ideas, we can look to Spall for inspiration. Spall helps us to think outside the box. Haichka Spall, said wise Yakwale, you are a creative thinker. Wise Yakwale turned to the next tree. It was salmon. Hul'qumi'num word for salmon is Celestine. Celestine. Right away, wise Celestine felt a great respect for this vital creature that fights his way up the Fraser River. Celestine is a critical thinker. When Celestine hears the call of the river, he fights his way upstream, navigating strong currents and leaping over logs and rocks. Celestine teaches us to take different paths. When the water is shallow, Celestine investigates different routes, persevering to find his way home. Celestine reminds us to be flexible and resilient when we are faced with a challenge. When we need help solving a problem and our path doesn't work, Celestine shows us the way. Hul'qumi'num, Celestine, said wise Yakwale, you are a critical thinker. Calm and quiet, Yakwale continued to sit among the cedars. There was more for him to learn. He turned to Bear. Our Hul'qumi'num word for bear is Spe'eth. Spe'eth is a great protector. Spe'eth gives us strength and keeps us whole. She fills her heart with the warmth of the sun and her tummy with the fruit of the land. When Spe'eth listens to her heart and knows she is ready, Spe'eth finds shelter for her long winter's nap. Spe'eth reminds us to be patient and to listen to our inner voice. When we understand our thoughts and our feelings, we can make choices that are right for us. Hul'qumi'num, Spe'eth, said wise Yakwale, you are a great protector. Wise Eagle turned to the next tree. It was Beaver. Our Hul'qumi'num word for beaver is Scaleo. Scaleo is a diligent collaborator. Right away, wise Yakwale felt the busyness of Scaleo as he worked hard to build his dam. Scaleo teaches us that if we plan ahead and work together, we can improve the world. In this way, Scaleo cares for the environment, making new habitats for other animals to flourish. Turtle and frog and kingfisher are the most grateful to Scaleo. Scaleo reminds us to cooperate for the greater good. Hul'qumi'num, Scaleo, said wise Yakwale, you are a diligent collaborator. Calm and quiet, wise Yakwale turned full circle to the last tree. It was Orca. Now the word for Orca is Hul'qumi'num. Hul'qumi'num. Right away, wise Yakwale heard Hul'qumi'num whispering stories of belonging and family. Hul'qumi'num is a noble navigator of the sea. She reminds us of the importance of family and teaches us to value all members. Belonging to a group allows us to connect with others, share our ideas and knowledge, and give support when needed. Understanding our history helps us to know ourselves. Hul'qumi'num helps us listen for the important teachings in life and guides us through the murky waters. Hul'qumi'num, said wise Yakwale, you are a noble navigator. Wise Yakwale sat quietly among the 6 cedar trees. He thought carefully about their message and all that he had learned. From Stikaya, that was the wolf, wise Yakwale understood the need for us to communicate clearly. Spall, raven, taught him that we could be creative and playful in all that we do. Celestine, salmon, taught him to think critically and to persevere when faced with a challenge. From Spe'eth, bear, Yakwale learned that we should all reflect on our feelings, finding balance with rest and protecting our inner spirit. Beaver, Scaleo, taught him to work cooperatively to make a change for the greater good by making the world a better place for all. And from Hul'qumi'num, Orca, wise Yakwale learned the importance of family and belonging, understanding ourselves as we navigate our way through life. The 6 cedar trees stood tall and proud like Yakwale. Their stories revealed to the respectful listener. The cheerful voices of children in the distance brought wise Yakwale back to this place. Wise Yakwale knew that if they listened carefully, they too would hear the lessons whispering in the wind, and for that, wise Yakwale was the most grateful. And there we are. That's the end of our story today. I hope that you enjoyed that story as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you today. And I hope that you take the time to look for the activities that we have posted. I wish everybody a very lovely day, and I'll see you all again soon. He'eweth.